Good day and welcome. Thank you for joining me today. Where that chest is. Go take a peek. Go take a looky low. Let's be up. On the next floor. How do you get up there? What a mystery. See any stairs anywhere here? Appears that it's above this room, but don't really see a way up.
You're the spirits Emmerich and I met in the gardens.
Yes, indeed.
How pleased we are to see you hale and whole.
Good news. We defeated a possessed dragon here.
A triumph. It's clear you came along to divest pride of its shell.
Its death shrieked well past our ears.
Alrighty then. So I assume that over here somehow and then up maybe. So it's to the left anyway. Maybe down this hall? Maybe it's the opposite way. Hard right? Kind of going up. There, we found this chest. Was it pretty easy? Chest over here on the bottom level too. 3 of them. I'm good, thank you. How are you? We will talk to this person.
I can still hear it. Though it is giving me a headache.
Please be careful.
I had A&W.
The container? It's very sturdy. I tested it.
What? When? And how?
Am I interrupting?
No. Our study of the new blight continues.
We know the gods changed the blight. We think it changed more than they realized, or altered itself after.
It's answering to something other than gods.
You sure you're not underselling the scariness there?
I don't know. We could try again.
And give Rook nightmares?
So what's the blight answering to?
Remember the strange call I heard after the Lavendale battle? It was here in the wetlands.
We think the source is out a ways, towards the redoubt.
I can tell it's something large, rooted, a construct of the blight itself, an eruption controlling the rest. What that could mean. Everything that calls the blight impacts the wardens. We withstand it, but gods, archdemons, it all adds strain.
If the eruption calls the blight, then it could mess with us too. Spark the calling sooner. We'll lose ourselves, along with the wetlands.
Should you have told me all this? About the calling?
First Warden would have said no.
You're our friend. You chase archdemons and fight the blight. It seems fair you know what this means.
Antoine, you hear stuff in the blight. More than some of the others. Are you...
Yes. A little sensitive, but it's not calling to me. Not yet. Like everyone else, I'll know when that changes.
We're gonna help.
Figured you'd be in. Remember those samples you found when we first arrived? Based on our studies, Antoine made an alchemical flame. It's impressive. It should destroy the eruption.
Theoretically. At least the last batch was stable. Mostly.
But if the eruption's controlling the blight and it gets attacked, then the blight around Lavendel might respond.
Yes, its roots are everywhere and spreading. I can feel them.
These people can't.
Gonna go after the eruption, eh?
You go after the eruption.
While we guard against nasty side effects here.
It's a plan. I didn't miss the part where Antoine said the alchemical flame is mostly stable.
I'll make sure the containers are sealed.
Maybe don't bang them together.
The blight poisons so much. Water.
Yeah, subs. Is that for your
animals,
sister,
some would
foster
claim the wet
sister's
are dead already,
birthday?
but they're not. It's not too late. Whatever the eruption means for the waters, we can leave this place better. It's what we're supposed to do.
We'll take our stand in the shelter.
How did the Chinese food look?
They're done.
Be honest, I'm more interested in Chinese food because I like Chinese food better than subs. I debated going to Subway today though, but
Me too.
opted for A&W.
You're all set?
You don't like China's? That's because you're nuts. Awesome.
All right.
Go slight.
Let's find the blight eruption.
Right left, I guess. What don't you like about it? Is it the flavor? That's pretty vague, you know. There's a lot of different kinds of Chinese food. You said before you like shrimp. They have lots of shrimp. All of it minus the... When did you say yesterday? It was the wonton soup. And there's this one Chinese restaurant I've gone to, the buffet, before. They have 80 different items. Now, you might try to tell me that you don't like all of it, but I bet you've never tried 80 different Chinese food items. And that place probably has just a portion of what you could possibly get at some other places, I bet. You're like, you tried like a tiny fraction of one item and you probably didn't like that, and then now you kind of lump them all into one. It's just like, you know, if you say you like stew or you like chili, but I bet you I could find stew and chili that you don't like at the same time, you know, because there's just a lot of different ways you can prepare that, you know?
Okay. Chakra to Ebra.
Another big beast over there, eh? And even like Subway, I mean, you like one sub there or something like that. You know, and they have like 20 different subs. You imagine back in the day you would have tried a sub you didn't like? And you'd be like, I don't like Subway, all of it. Or Chinese people. There's Stephanie doesn't like all the Chinese food people. Chinese people's foods. I wonder what food you liked or you tried back in the day that you suddenly decide you don't like any of it. Must have tried something that really sucked, eh? You know, and what's funny about it all is the Chinese food that we have in Canada isn't like real Chinese food, you know? Just like even like other a lot of food that we try is really Americanized, you know? Same with sushi, you know, like when Japanese people come to Canada and try the sushi, it's nothing like what they have at home. Even like sushi isn't, they don't even call it what we call sushi. It's not even the same thing. It's like nigori or something like that, I think. I picked off their friend Ned.
The blight eruption's taken the east side. Let's go.
They're hitting us from there.
Hello, Timothy.
Nice one, bro.
Me and Stephanie were just having a discussion about Chinese food because her sister stepsister said she's having Chinese food for her birthday. And Stephanie doesn't like any Chinese food. Well, at first she said China. She didn't want China, but she meant Chinese food. And then I was telling her how I went to one Chinese restaurant at a buffet and it had over 80 items. And then I asked Stephanie if she's tried 80 different Chinese food items, and she ignored me. She didn't say nothing. She was looking at her stone tablet. And I don't know the answer to that. And then that's still that place is probably just a fraction of the other Chinese food places. And then I was telling her how, you know, like how a lot of things are Americanized here. So even like if you are coming from China or going to China, I was not anything like, you know, the stuff here. And same with sushi and Japanese food too. Like if somebody from Japan comes here, that sushi's nothing like what they have at home. You only like wonton? But have you tried 80 different Chinese food items? Like, I mean, what did you try for Chinese food? Did you go to the mall and have the absolute worst example of Chinese food? Because mall Chinese food is kind of terrible. You know, it's nothing, you know, there's good Chinese food restaurants and there's not good. You know? You know, like some of the things that are at the mall normally, like egg rolls, spring rolls, usually sweet and sour pork, ginger beef, you know, fried rice and noodles. What have you tried, though? Like, that's what I want to know. I'm investigating here. I'm like a Chinese food private investigator. You went to the Mandarin. Lots of tome before. Yeah, but you established you didn't like it, though. So, I mean, how many times did you try it? Did you try different things there? Or did you stick to your guns and only have wonton 100% of the time? Because it's not like, you know, when you could tell me you go to Subway tons of times, but if we're honest with each other, you only have one item on their menu. You know? Maybe two. You know, you don't your go-to meals is that exact same thing every time at Subway. You know, have you tried the Canadian Club? Have you tried I don't know some of the other subs names? The lobster sub? You know, if I was a betting person, I'd be winning a lot of money because I know the answer. Have you had almond chicken from Chinese restaurants? Did you try their almond chicken? Almond chicken's pretty good. Chicken teriyaki. Yeah, I think Stephanie's a bit dishonest when she says went there tons of times, because I bet you she hasn't tried tons of different meals. Here, you know, I think that she has what she's had, and that's it. And maybe Mandarin, the restaurant that you went to, is a terrible one. You know, maybe if you go to a different one, or you're talking with subs. Maybe if you go to a different one, maybe it's the best one ever. You know? Like even burgers. Your burger is pretty plain. mashed potatoes and egg rolls and salad. Who has that at a Chinese restaurant? Egg rolls, okay, I can understand. But you know, I've gone to Chinese restaurants literally a ton of times, and I'll try all sorts of things, and I've never had salad there, and I've never had mashed potatoes there. I didn't even know you could get mashed. I went to a place with 80 different items on their buffet. There was 0 mashed potatoes. There was salad there, I think. But, I mean, who eats salad? Yuck. You went to a buffet Chinese restaurant. You see, there's where you've gone wrong. Buffet restaurants, the food's not as good. You know? I mean, it gives you an opportunity to try a bunch of different items. You're insane because you loaded up your plate apparently with mashed potatoes, egg rolls, and salad when you had more items obviously available than that. But insane Stephanie tries like the 2 of the 3 worst items you could possibly get at a buffet, and buffets are already low quality Chinese food. And there's this one Chinese food place. Like, you know, there's lots of different Chinese food places around where I am, but I mean, there's one in particular. It's exceptional. Exceptional. You know, like when I had the guy working on my house, you know, to do my kitchen there, he saw the food. You know what he did? He went out to that restaurant after he was done working. He bought some because it would look so good. But, you know, that place, it's also, you know, I think the meal for one is like $30 or something like that. But yeah, no, buffets, any kind of buffet, they're designed to basically give you a big variety of food available, but they never do it. Like, none of it's ever like super awesome, you know? Unless you're paying through the gills, you know? You know, like in Las Vegas, I went to a buffet that was $80 a person. And it had crab legs and all sorts of things that, you know, made itself pay itself off. But I mean, you know, I don't know. No wonder you don't like Chinese food. You go to the cheapest quality you know, buffet. Yuck. I mean, you know, buffets have their place. But, you know, you never really get a good amount of quality in a buffet. They cook it fast. It's sitting there for a while a lot of times, especially the mashed potatoes and salad, because nobody eats that at a buffet unless they're insane. And basically and yeah, it's just low quality. Yuck. No wonder you don't like it. You never tried real good stuff. Timothy, have you ever had salad and mashed potatoes at a Chinese buffet? You know what I do at Chinese buffets when I do go? And now you don't see buffets anymore too much. Most of them shut down, even in Vegas. I load up on the meat because that's the expensive stuff. But that doesn't necessarily, like I said, that doesn't equal quality. So your foster sister ordered Chinese food in. Was it from the same place or did she use a different restaurant? You know, that's the only thing too, is you gotta kind of try some bad stuff to know the good stuff too, unfortunately. You know, and if you try, the only thing you try is the bad stuff, then, and you know, you limit yourself to very few items and really, really odd choices. Like, you know, it doesn't surprise me in the least that you don't like it. Why am I shooting this wall? There, I'm done shooting the wall, I guess. There's a dude up there, man. Let's get him. Same place. But we've established. Why? And you also dislike seafood, you said, except for black seafood. So you probably had the same experience there. Although with where you are, you know, you're not on the ocean. So, you know, you can't have tried really good seafood. And you won't even try sushi. So, you know, I don't know. You're missing out on a lot of good stuff, you know.
Me neither, but we need to keep going.
But even with hamburgers, you're not very experimental. I mean, you haven't even tried signature burgers from many of these restaurants. You just get the same thing each time. Yeah, she's really a picky eater, man. Very picky. Although, I don't know, I guess that's how it is. More good food for the rest of us. What do you usually eat when you go to a Chinese food buffet, Timothy? Or are you going to tell me you don't like Chinese food too?
A barrier. I bet the eruption's on the other side. We'll need to cut up the tendrils to break through. Still a bunch of dark spawns. Got it. More dark spots show up. They're down.
There are more baddies somewhere, eh? So let me guess what was on Stephanie's subs today here. Mayonnaise, cucumbers, and tuna. We'll see if I'm correct in my guess. But yeah, when I go to Subway, I'll usually try all sorts of different things though. I like to try new things because you never know, you might find that super delicious item you never thought of before. You know, like with pizza, I've tried all sorts of weird pizzas. I finally tried the Tim Hortons flatbread. That wasn't particularly exciting, but it was alright. I mean, you know, for what it was. I don't think you could set the bar too high for that, you know? You guys still here? Or did you run off to eat some food? Probably a way up, eh?
A tendril. It's attached over there.
I was right. I'm a good predictor.
Up there! That ledge! We can destroy the tendrils from there.
How come you never try different kinds of subs? Like you only stick to the one.
A ballista. Could be useful.
So you've only tried crappy Chinese food too, because that mall stuff's worse than the buffets. You might have missed your opportunity, Timothy. There's not a lot of buffets anymore. You know, most of the Chinese buffets are long gone. You know, once COVID hit, they stopped doing those.
We're through.
Okay.
Granted, I don't know, like I said, the buffets aren't as good. I mean, if you go to a real Chinese food restaurant versus a buffet, the real Chinese food restaurant is generally a lot better. I went to a buffet. There used to be a nice buffet in my city where it's like Sunday brunch kind of thing, and they had turkey and fish and um roast beef, and you know you could order an omelet basically to your specifications, and they cook it right on the spot for you. Man, that buffet was good. I don't know if they still do that. But that was quite the... That's better than the Chinese food buffets. Yeah, for the normal Chinese food, I haven't been to a buffet since Ponderosa closed. I've heard of Ponderosa. I don't know if I've been there or not, though. I don't... There was the place that you got all to eat all the shrimp you can eat before. I remember that, but I don't think that was the Ponderosa.
What is... Is that the blight eruption?
That's messed up.
The Darkspawn are protecting it. We need to take them out. Let's go.
Wow, Tosh. Nice one.
Oh, I got nailed. See that? That's not who I really wanted to aim at, but whatever, I guess. Well, it's not all of them.
Took him down quick.
Wonder if Esta's working today. What's your guys' prediction?
Keep going.
Take that, dark spawn.
That guy hammered me.
Whenever you're ready. Now let's see what they've got.
You figure she's working? Well, working slash playing. That kind of covers everything, cheater.
This is it. Let's get that eruption.
It's like saying Stephanie's modding slash playing.
All right. We strike and the whole thing goes up.
Gotta do that down here. How about your modding slash playing, aren't you? Means either.
All right, time to destroy this thing.
What are you doing at the same time? You're never just actually watching. Just modding? How many? We need to find some people that like food, man. You guys don't like any food. I mean, you're modding 3, I bet. It's not a fun game for me, by the way, Stephanie. I like to be the only one. Yeah, because I need you to talk during a boss fight, you know?
The blight eruption was...
Vashadon. But we killed it.
It's what Antoine's been hearing. It was spreading blight through the wetlands. Farther, maybe. When we hit it...
The way that thing was knotted together, I bet they heard it in Lavendel.
Oh, we gotta meet them at the sheltered glade. No big bad guy? You're modding 4? Oh, I was close. I was close because if I say 3, then that's me and 3 others. That's crazy, though. Insane Stephanie, who only eats the weirdest food she could find at Chinese buffets. I'll tell you, Timothy. You ever go to a Chinese buffet, don't eat the salad and don't eat the mashed potatoes. Only stream. Well, thank you for being here, Timothy. That's awesome. Hey, I was thinking of a new idea here. Let's see what you guys think. Okay, you ready for my new idea? So, I was thinking I would consider anybody who makes clips, like good clips, you know, where it's a clip of the day, that they're a VIP in my eyes for, you know, a couple days or something, you know? Still kind of working out the details, but, you know, I don't know how to make people VIPs, but you could be a VIP if you've done a clip within the last couple days that, you know, that was considered a good clip. So, you know, and you should tell Stephanie how to make clips too, so she could be a VIP and although you can't be a mod and a VIP at the same time, but you could be a VIP in our mind. Timothy wouldn't. He should be a VIP just because he watches only this stream. Not an easy thing to make a VIP, apparently. I don't know how to do it. Maybe it's the same way as modding, eh? Let's experiment on Timothy because, you know, he loves it. Although he has to make some new clips soon, otherwise he'll lose his VIP status because I'm only going to have it for a limited number of days after a clip. Oh yeah, there is. So we'll make Timothy a VIP today. See how it works. But if you make some more clips today, you'll be a VIP longer. Let's type something so we can see if it worked. But they have to be good clips. You know how the email that it sends me says clip of the day. How was the clips that you made were good. Birdie made a good clip too. She made a, you know, good one too. And then she had some when you were gone. She did a couple. There's one some boss one and then some other action ones. That clip you made turned out pretty good with the he also pasted them in the if you want to see her clips, he pasted them in the chat there in the video section, or in the Discord, I mean. Are you still there, Timothy? Did I kick you out by accident? You know, because there's two things that are really good. Oh, there you go. You do have a little symbol for now. And, you know, those will come and go. If people, you know, they're clipping and stuff like that, that's very helpful. So that's a good thing to make a VIP, I think. It doesn't give you extra responsibility or anything like that. It's just a, you know, a cool little diamond by your name. I don't know. Is there any other advantages to VIP-ing stuff? You're a VIP somewhere. Too bad you can't be a VIP and a mod, eh? I should make that a requirement of being a mod, is once in a while you have to make a nice clip. But then Stephanie would be non-stop busy, you know, with her 4 streams. Okay, you're a VIP in 3 streams. Well, I mean, that sounds amazing, but what does it do? What's the advantage to being a VIP? Did I just give Timothy keys to the kingdom, or what? It does do something, because it gave him a little diamond by his name. Makes him look important, you know? Is that what most of it is? Did I sum it up? Anyway, keep up the good clipping, Timothy. You see something interesting, funny, or interesting, or whatever, or epic, it is muchly appreciated. And Stephanie, I'll call you a VIP if you make some good clips too. I won't put the diamond on there because it would remove your mod status, but gives him a badge, but he can't ban anyone. You know, that shouldn't be the magic behind being a mod, you know. The ability to ban power-hungry Stephanie. Stephanie wants power over people, eh? That's why she collects these moderators like they're potato chips. I bought some more turkey potato chips because they're on sale. Yeah, well, what's a reasonable number of days?
They're beautiful. Much like you.
Like 3 days? You get 3 days if you get a top clip?
We knew when you hit that eruption. The blight around Lavendel
I think that's a pretty good amount.
There was a sound in it. Like nothing we've heard before.
I'll look on my clip section, and then if any VIPs don't have a clip within 3 days, I'll remove the VIP. If they do, then I'll add the VIP.
There's some pretty scary things in the Minrathous catacombs. but
I'm
I've never seen
brainstorming, you know, to
anything
try to make things more interesting. Plus, it promotes.
Viper will believe it.
You know, if there's some nice clips for people to look at, you know, if they come to my
The remaining
page.
blight won't vanish overnight, but it's a good sign. And this place
The only one you can see. I unlocked him again today. Stephanie was complaining that she missed him, you know. He said the Discord was too quiet. Flowers can return.
Look at you, out here with the flowers, and a moment alone that I walked into the middle of.
You're fine.
Yes, please. Enjoy the flowers.
We thought the Grey Warden's purpose would end when the last archdemons died.
And that time's almost here. It's unbelievable.
The Order is those of us left now. When the archdemons fall, some wardens will hang up their swords. Until they're calling, at least.
So the wardens are finished?
Yeah, it's hard to say that Maverick guy, I tell ya.
Guy and I will be here.
Sometimes I think that he's being on purpose, and sometimes I think he's not being on purpose.
Calling to it.
And then other times I think he's kind of just pushing boundaries and pushing buttons to see
We changed as well.
get things
What matters
interesting,
is
you
that if
know?
new evils show up, we'll be here to keep them back.
Do you really think something inside you has changed?
It's
You know,
possible.
ultimately him
Maybe we're the same.
doing that did get
Does
people
the thing really
talking.
the same? You can't sense
It's
the
just too
fact,
bad,
but
you know,
trust us, it feels different, and the sound is changing too.
he can't
As for what it means,
make conversation normally, you know,
we don't know yet.
without being rude or whatever.
Are you doing okay with all this? Really?
Don't worry, I'm good.
Why did I? Because you were complaining about how quiet it was. You're saying the Discord's so dead now when he's banned.
You're dealing with a lot of questions. Really big questions.
So I mean, it's your fault. If
Chasing
he's
gods, living in the fade.
wakes up all of a
Those
sudden.
are big questions.
It does. And my point stands.
The blight feels relentless most of the time. We see what it does up close.
A world dying, how it spreads. But we keep going.
And look, these flowers can make it back.
They can. Okay, I'll leave you two alone. With the flowers. And the sweet moment I didn't interrupt.
It's fine, I promise. Are you worried we don't go on dates? Because we do.
I thought you have your eye on him.
Lavendel was named for flowers. They must have been everywhere before. When we get back.
We can stay here a bit longer first.
Oh yes. I thought I heard birds earlier. Maybe we can find them?
You think those two are gonna get romantic? Look at that, that's 2,000 XPs.
The wetlands aren't fully healed.
But the flowers came back. Hey, you little guys smell good. Keep growing.
There we go.
Yeah. Pushing back the blight. It's possible.
Guess we should take another go at that one dragon, eh? Well, what do you think the punishment should be for him calling you babe and then honey and then saying he was sorry?
The voices again.
I mean, he was just trying to push your buttons is what he was trying to do there, but,
A discordant
I mean, do you
refrain
think that...
and shadows, nothing more.
In our prison, there was more.
Does it again?
I dreamed the song.
Is it really that bad?
And now, masked eyes across
I don't know,
the
you know?
a storm that drinks the sky.
The future is intangible. Only the past and the present matter.
You know, he's not English as his first language. He might not even know that was necessarily that rude. You know, he might have thought he was complimenting you. Yeah, but maybe he likes you. Like I said, English isn't his first language. He might not, and he's not from North America, so he might not know sometimes what's appropriate and what's not. He can like someone else. I mean, there's way worse things he can call you.
Eyes up, weapons ready.
You know, he called it once. He apologized right after. I don't remember him calling you babe before.
There. It's been feeding on the blight.
Not everybody calls, you know, there's some people that call everybody babe too, you know.
Destroy it before the corruption eats us alive.
Ranged incoming.
Watch where he's coming.
Oh, it nailed me there.
Got him ready for you.
Hitting us from range.
That's just his way of getting attention, I think, though.
Hitting us from range.
He's just lonely, maybe. Oh, crap. I didn't think it would hit me.
Loosen the lid for you.
Hey, this one's a level 50 dragon. Oh, I got hammered there. Oh, I got hit. Oh, I got back. Oh, I got pinged there. Crap. Oh, crap. Uh-oh, what got deleted by the moderator? Really connected that one. Ah, I hate that. I think I don't get hurt too badly from fire. Finally, I got my team back. Gone forever. I didn't think they'd ever come back. You see any green potions on the edge? Oh crap, I ate that crap. I'm out of potions. I thought about putting redemption things in my redemptions. I'm not sure, like what. That kind of makes it tricky when you're doing double blasting like that. Like anything. Oh crap, I missed. I'm in trouble now. Unless my crew comes back. Sad face. Bet I can't heal myself. No, I think she was talking about in Twitch. What a bummer, man. Still not tough enough, I guess. Maybe I have to do that when I'm level 50. Dang it, Timothy. I was hoping to give you a nice clip opportunity there. Wonder if there is a way. Here's something that says how to replenish spells.
Is on now at Sport Check.
Let's just see if there's something I'm missing here.
Age fans, here's a quick guide by me to how to get more health potions in Dragon Age Veilguard. This helps you out. Leave a like and comment for the algorithm, but do not subscribe to me. So at the start of the game, you can only carry 3 health potions, and as far as I know, there's only one way to get more health potions, and that is to find these green urns across the map. All you're going to want to do is you're going to...
We already knew that. Rip. Where'd you go, Stephanie? I do. Oh!
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah, I mean, Stephanie almost timed it together at the same time. Phew. Came back as I was going.
It's another of those statuettes. The memory fragments.
Autumn left it alone. Huh.
Ambush!
Autumn, assholes.
Gonna knock him off the edge. There we go. That was planned. That guy keeps punching me. Holy crap, dudes. Number 3 off the ledge. Oh, I got pounded there. Unstoppable Reaver is about to be stopped.
What did I tell you?
That guy was a handful.
She wasn't even real. You were right, Tosh. But if the fate is mostly reflections of something else, the real one could be close.
You got it.
I jump that? I don't think I can jump that. Could point this thing at something though. There we go. Did that help? Another one. Oh, almost fell in there.
Another of those Fen Harel altars.
That's a lucky find, eh? Think we can go across that though. Uh-oh. Thought I was gonna be stuck. I don't think I can leap that. But there's probably something to do with this crap. And there's a button, weird button there. Did that light up? No, it didn't light up from moving it. More statues out and about, sure, I'm sure. There's some baddies up there, eh?
Break through! The Ontover tried to cut us off.
We must be doing something right.
You bet.
Oh crap.
Got it ready for you. Now let's see what they've got.
There we go. We got a bridge of networks going, or a network of bridges going. We gotta find a wolf statue now with spinning disc thingies. Spinning disc thingies are a bit easier because it kind of tells you where they are. Kind of that way. It's pointing more this way, I guess, eh? Well, that wolf's pointing that way more. After we find the spinning disc thing, we go to that other island. Pop fire. Lined up with the line. You guys see any spinning disc thingies? Oh, there it is. What the doctor ordered, man. Is that what your doctor orders, Stephanie?
There. I'd say that's where we're headed.
That's not what your doctor ordered? Oh, really? What did your doctor order?
Get ready to fight.
Crap, eh? I'll get one of them near an edge here. There's one near an edge. I launch him far enough back? Not really. There, you launch him over the edge. There's one last opponent. We almost knocked me off the edge, eh?
You got it.
We did it.
Oh! You don't remember? Well, when you say that's just what the doctor ordered, that's just an expression, you know? Doesn't mean we're literally talking what your doctor ordered. When you get something that you want. Be like this wolf statue. It's just what the doctor ordered.
You can tell this statuette is the real thing. A memory fragment. And not just because it was very well guarded.
Okay, now I just got one more statuette. They're pretty cool looking, eh? Look at that. An owl statue. This is where Stephanie would walk, right above the big cavern across a small board. Now we'll be able to reveal another Solus story. We get this last one over here somewhere. Are you a big fan of Solus stories? No. What's wrong with the Solus stories?
Careful ahead.
Why did you automatically default to no? I bet you don't even know what I'm talking about. When I say, do you like the Solus stories? Maybe you do. Man. Big bugger over here, eh? Hey, what did Birdie, last time Birdie was here, she said she messaged you something and then I never saw her again after that. Was she mad at us? Because of Maverick?
Onward, dweller.
Guess I had to take a U-turn here.
Onward, dweller.
Oh, and did you? You were complaining that he was too quiet without him.
They're dug in here. The Venatori must be after something nearby. Let's get it first.
Knocked that one right off the edge. Like 3 against 1 now.
You fail jumping him.
Take out those crystals and we cut off the power they're channeling.
And there seems to be more to this than that. Like a mini puzzle. Something glowing in there. Oh, there's an altar behind it or something. This thing's probably gonna come alive, I bet. Break their wine supply. They'll hate that. Ooh, that was close. Lord dropped off there, eh? Well, that's not where I intended to go. You think they'll be upset that I spilled all their wine? I got more baddies down there now. We can't get this till we kill them all. Not all the ones that are shooting at me.
Witness and destroy!
They cannot defy the gods.
Good to go.
This is the lift for you.
Good work, everyone.
I still can't get this one, eh? That's all it took?
There. The Venatori can't lock us out anymore.
Yeah, I'm surprised that. Oh, it did turn into something. Oh, that didn't even go where I wanted at all.
Maybe from components they found here so they could seal off the doors.
Here's more of what the doctor ordered, eh? Got my do these little glowy puzzles, the extra 100 health. Where is it pointing, eh? Like going that way somewhere. There we go. We're baddies.
Needed some action.
We are crushing them.
You got it.
Where'd Timothy go? Those are toughies, eh?
Golden glory.
Oh, you're same color as Stephanie. That's what threw me off, I guess. I saw blue and then I was like confused for a second. Yeah, for me, you're both pink. Gotta knock these crystals out in order, you know.
That's another barrier down. Another of those Fen Harel altars.
Wonder if it's in here. Boss fight. Oh. Another way, I guess. Another ladder here, though. More baddies.
There. That's what the Venatori are after.
I kicked it with the back of my foot.
Why were the Venatori after this statuette? Just being near it makes me feel regret.
There, we're gonna have 2 cutscenes coming up. Like super close to that village, eh? That's probably where Stephanie would want to live if she could. They got really good Switch games there. And you don't have to eat anything but Subway subs. They go through a lot of mayonnaise, but not Miracle Whip. All right, you guys ready to see the rest of the story? Solus's stories? There's two more here. Stephanie doesn't want to watch Solus's story. She hates it.
With this, the proper ritual will sunder every titan from its spirit. But you must know those severed dreams will certainly be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger. It is awful what we're doing.
And the only way to end this war.
See?
Solus made the weapon that killed the Titans. No, not killed. He cut away their dreams and left them broken and mindless. Dwarves don't even know where they come from because of him. And he knew all along.
I don't even know what to say, Lace. I can't even imagine. I'm so sorry.
I served in the Inquisition. I know terrible things happen in war. But to do something like this...
The Titans were the size of mountains. I doubt the elves were winning their fight. He considered this the cost of saving his people.
Fear and guilt make people do stupid things.
To do such a thing. No wonder regret eats away at Solus.
No, it's worse than that. That isn't what Solus regrets. Those severed dreams will be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger.
Mierda.
You can't. That's not possible.
When a warden hears the calling, it's like a song in their mind. Sound familiar to you, Lace?
The song of Lyrium. Of the Titans.
We think of the Blight as this monstrous force with no mercy, no compassion. Evil incarnate. Instead, it's a caged animal. Mistreated and imprisoned for centuries. Until all it knows is fear.
If the Blight is the Titan's dreams, can we... I don't know, heal it? Bring it back from all that anger?
I'm afraid I have no idea. In theory, it would be possible to restore dreams to the Titans.
You can't set it free before it's healed. You'd have blighted Titans laying waste to the entire world.
The Titans are a problem for later. We have Elgernon and Gillanane to deal with now.
And then I want Solus to look me in the eye and answer for what he did.
Each of these memories has been a deeper regret, and almost all of them involve Mythal.
Only one mural left to uncover by my count. If we find it, we'll see what's worse than this.
We have the tools. Damn it! Ready for the final memory of Solus? These are his 5 regrets.
I knew that you would find me soon enough. You need the power of a god. The strength that I alone still carry.
The blighted Evanuris will soon break free from their prison. I must make a stronger one that can contain them.
While the prison is important, it is not the only goal you seek.
Why should I not tear down the veil and bring back immortality to all the Elven people? They deserve it.
The Elven people of today do not deserve to see the world they love be torn apart to salve your conscience.
I must fix what I have broken. I am sorry.
As am I, old friend.
Solus killed Mythal? After all that? Is this another memory from a different time? No. He wore that same outfit in the Inquisition. We knew Solus woke up in this world without most of his power. Now we know how he got it back.
By killing the only other god around and stealing her power.
All that epic magic and godly power. In the end, it comes down to love and murder. Same as always.
Every big mistake Solus made is tied to Mythal. He sacrificed his life as a spirit to join her.
He sacrificed his morals when he created the dagger to stop the Titans.
When the other gods struck her down, he destroyed the Elven Empire to avenge her.
Then he wakes up in this world, where everything's gone but his mistakes. And there she is, alive.
And after all he's done, she sides against him again.
All these mistakes are his fault. And hers, too. If she won't help him fix the world, of course he has to kill her.
So, how does everything we know help us now?
He's being honest about fighting the Blight. Whatever happens, he won't risk letting it back out into the world.
Agreed. But he has a plan to escape that prison, and not one we'll like.
He turned on Mythal, the one person he was actually loyal to. There's no way he won't turn on us.
He's a spirit, or was once. He might be able to possess someone, affect minds, all the things spirits do.
He created the Veil. His very nature is tied to it. That will be a source of strength, but also a potential weakness.
Mythal has him all messed up. Anything about her or Elgernon is gonna make him angry. Sloppy.
Solus thinks he knows what's best for everyone. Anything he does, he'll do while telling himself he's the hero.
The bad news is that the god of lies and trickery is almost definitely preparing to betray us. The good news is that we've gone through his dirty laundry.
So, we know his motivations. You think we can set a trap of our own?
That's the hope.
You have witnessed the Protector's tale, Dweller, almost to its end.
Almost? How can there be more?
When the mighty fall, their echoes cross the ages. An audience is warranted. Speak with your visitor. She awaits you in the crossroads.
Oh my! Eva! Eat more again. I thought they were gonna make Morrigan the evil one before, but she turned out to be good.
Well met, Rook.
did you get here?
I had a poster of her for a while.
My ways through Illuvians when I introduced you to the Inquisitor, did I not?
The Illuvians in general, yes, but not the Dreadwolf's Crossroads.
I would think you have more pressing questions at the moment. Questions about Solus and Mythal?
Mythal?
Maybe she's Mythal.
Gods have always been linked, have they not?
Something.
First, when Mythal bade her companion spirit to abandon the Fade and take on mortal form. Then, when Solus spilled Mythal's mortal blood, that he might absorb her power as his own.
Wait, how do you know exactly what we saw of Solus's past?
Think upon it, Rook. You saw for yourself in the Dreadwolf's memories. When Mythal stood against the gods' manipulations of the Blight, she was betrayed and struck down. Yet she survived and returned ages later to aid the Inquisition in its hour of need. How?
The elven gods had access to magic beyond anything we can imagine.
To be sure, but it matters less what they possessed than what they were. You recall that the first elves were spirits, do you not? Mythal was a spirit turned elven. And when her body was struck down, to spirit she returned. Her essence sheltered in a willing mortal vessel. Over the centuries she journeyed from host to host, slowly amassing her former power anew. Until once again she was struck down, on this occasion by Solus. He absorbed her power, but not her memories.
Then where did they... Wait, you?
As you say.
Assuming you are who you say you are, how much is a fourth elven god going to complicate things?
Only as much as you may allow.
What? That was like how Elgernon and Gillinan can talk in your head, but...
'Twas Mythal you heard, her echoes. Yet I am not the goddess returned.
What are you then?
I once feared Mythal would consume me were I to carry her, but 'twas not so. I remained free-willed and mortal. What I now possess is but a spark of Mythal, shadowed memories through which to sift for meaning. As to our admixture, I suspect you have questions.
You would have met Solus in the Inquisition, right?
I did indeed. 'Twas before I possessed Mythal's memories. At the time, I thought Solus a scowling elven.
Yeah, she got some sort of thing like that in the DLC, I think.
He heard me, in all my ignorance, expound on the histories of the elven people, explaining legends he had witnessed himself.
Bet he loved that.
'Tis not a memory that brings me pride.
How can you carry Mythal's soul if you're not an elf?
Her spark has sheltered within both elves and humans who were sympathetic to her in thought and circumstance. Mythal's last host was a woman wronged, trapped by those sworn to love her. We may readily imagine their kinship.
So there's the soul of an elven god inside you. How does that even happen?
Mythal's last host was my mother, Flemeth.
Oh.
I fought Flemeth in Dragon Age 1.
Become the next receptacle of an ancient god's soul, I feared naught would be left of my own. It inevitably came to pass on a deep night. I was awakened by the presence of a blaze of magic in the shape of a woman who both was and was not my mother.
Wow. You woke up to a god floating over you?
'Twas a state between dream and wakefulness where strange things may happen to the spirit.
Mathal's memories were both gift and burden, this blazing woman told me, but I must accept them of my own accord. The decision was paralyzing. What would it mean to become such a host? What would be lost if I refused? In the end, 'twas something in my mother's voice which guided me.
What was that?
Regret. Not the regret of a god, but of a mother who knew she would never see me again. And so, my mind remains my own. What I gained was knowledge, both Mathal's and of those who bore her.
Do you have information we can use against Gillenane or Elgernon? Or Solus?
The last time Mathal faced Elgernon and Gillenane, she was struck down by the very dagger you now carry.
What about Solus?
You may recall he murdered Mathal's former host to claim her godly might as his own. I hoard no untapped magical secrets, Rook. What I do possess, I share freely with you and the Veil Jumpers.
All right. You didn't come out here just to tell me you're Mathal.
I am not Mathal in her entirety, but yes. The Dreadwolf has occasion to visit you in dreams, where he portions out advice. And now, after finding his memories, you have peered into his deepest sorrows. Tell me then, what do you make of Solus?
I should ask you. Mathal knew Solus better than anyone.
I would influence your answer. Or do you mean to discover if I would stand directly against the Dread Wolf were there a need?
Would you?
I shall aid you in any way but that, even had I the power. What has passed between Solus and Mathal? I beg you, do not ask this of me again.
Solus talks a lot about what has to be done, being forced to make hard choices. But it's like he's trying to talk himself into it. I think, deep down, he doesn't entirely believe what he's saying.
'Tis exactly like the old wolf to tie himself into the most intricate knots. 'Tis not malice which made Solus your opponent, but conviction, a belief that only he may halt what he set in motion. Yet Solus was once beloved of Mathal. 'Tis his very loyalty and love for his people that led to the tragedy we now face. You may be in a position to determine how it ends, more so than either of you might realize.
Well, that's not terrifying at all.
You have been thrust into the lives of gods. Fate will have its way, whether or without our permission.
Even more comforting, Morrigan.
If you would shape the outcome of your battle, I've one last secret to share. When Mathal was struck down by the other gods, it was with her own lyrium dagger, the dagger you now carry. Solus recovered it from Elgernon, and from it extracted a fragment of Mathal that had lain hidden within its depths. This fragment, a younger sister to the one I carry, if you will, resides here, in the crossroads. I can open the way for you. Find her, survive the encounter, and the essence you obtain will aid you.
Ooh.
Come.
Another fragment of Mathal? In addition to the one inside you?
You are aware of what the word fragment means, are you not? One small piece of many, formed when something greater is broken. The first elves were spirits, as you well know, and when a spirit is broken, it may shatter into pieces, each holding part of the original. Among the ancient elves who became known as gods, Dirthaman and his brother, Falondine, are but one example.
All of that sounded great until survive the encounter.
You know Solus, and have seen Elgernon, and memories of Mathal. They are creatures of emotion, as all spirits are. The fragment of Mythal that resides in me lived among mortals for thousands of years. She has grown wiser and more patient. This younger sister has not. She is the essence of Mythal as a god. She is unlikely to listen to polite requests, and though she is but a fragment of the goddess, the battle will test you sorely.
If she's just going to attack us, why tell us about her at all? We have enough enemies already.
A fragment of a god's essence is a powerful thing. It may give you options against Algernon and Gillenane, or against the Dreadwolf himself, should he prove as cunning and treacherous as ever.
You would know this aspect of Mythal better than anyone. Could you try talking to her?
I dare say she would attack me on sight.
Spirits can't get along with fragments of each other?
Spirits, certainly. But the aspects of a self-righteous god who have walked different paths for ages? One bears the insult of her betrayal by the Evanuris, and then by Solus, as fresh wounds, insult upon injury. The other once fell in love with an Alamari chieftain and lived happily in a swamp for centuries. Each reminds the other that another path existed, that they could have been wrong, and nothing angers Mythal like being wrong.
What kind of spirit was Mythal before she became an elf? I know Solus is elven for pride.
Mythal enjoyed ruling and having power, but it came not from the overweening desire to crush resistance, as is the case with Algernon. The emotion that inspired her might best be described as benevolence, a guiding hand, inclined to kindness. But like any spirit, when angered or twisted against her purpose, a more violent aspect arose. Where the Dreadwolf's wisdom gave way to
This game close to the end?
not meet his standards, Mythal's
I'm not 100% sure, but I would guess about 80%.
After all, when kindness fails, the guilty must be punished.
Because, you know, like when you fight the dragons there, you destroyed their protectors, and I've wounded her twice, and seems to be a lot of the crew's things are resolved, but
If I were to
I haven't
talk with
finished
her,
it before,
do
so
you
I
have any
don't
suggestions?
100% know.
She will demand respect, but detest flattery. She appreciates righteous anger, but will not tolerate pity. She is, for want of better phrasing, prickly. But if you are determined to try, then I wish you luck.
Thank you for the information, Morrigan.
I only ask that you reflect upon what I have said. The Dreadwolf is not so apart from the world as he thinks. There, you have the advantage of him.
Level 50 is the level cap too, so I'm getting close to the level cap. I couldn't just take. He can't take his boat around corners, I guess.
Be sundered completely.
We're getting close to where Morrigan said that other fragment of Mythal was.
I think I'll wrap up there for now in case it's gonna be like a hour-long fight. Never know. Look how much time I played on this. I played 74.5 hours. Still not even $1 an hour, I don't think, yet. Got one clip of, oh, nice. Well, I think we're gonna wind up with a boss battle next game. I think there's a King's game tomorrow, but next time I play, it's something to look good. All right. Well, I'm off to bed. Have a good night.